If you didn't, make sure you check out part 1. Anyways, let's get started with part 2.
Are they running a diva? Diva's
Okay, so again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at your positioning and look at your front line. This is way too far. You have to be standing up here.
Zarya. Interesting.
They just swapped the.
I shield you.
That was such a bad shield. What?
Oh my god.
They just swapped the.
Okay, a couple things. That was an awkward shield because no one you see his health, no one's shooting him, and you see his shield, no one's shooting the shield. So that bubble was really early. I have no idea what that Reaper's doing.
Oh my god. I'm taking some spam here.
There you go. That was great spam. You A, called it out, and B, you played it really well. Walked in front, shield, walked back. Perfect.
Zarya here on left side. Can we kill her?
No, 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 no. Don't overextend. You cannot overextend past this door. Don't do it. Oh, God.
I'm wrapping.
Oh, good barrier on the McCree who got flashbanged. You have no barrier. You have to fall back.
Okay. I don't have shield. Don't have shield. 5 seconds.
Ooh, good callouts. No shield, 5 seconds. That's really good. You guys are getting so aggressive for no reason. Good barrier there.
Alright, no.
Just, walk your Reinhardt out with your personal shield. Just body block for him. There you go. There you go. Oh, you missed the grenade, but it was the right idea.
I got chatter.
Yeah. They'll let him come to us first. I don't think we need to do anything here. Reaper inside. We need to, yeah.
Shield your Ryan. Look how weak he is. Oh my God. Good shield.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
My shield.
Okay, so
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
okay, what's the messiest part about this defense is your guys' positioning, like you in the front line, is just all over the place. It starts here, you guys are holding a choke pretty okay. It starts here, you guys push in, you're getting crazy, and you finally fall back.
Chatter.
You fall back right here, so you've reestablished your line, which is good, but then you get overzealous for the Reaper, and you leave your Rhine, who is, when you fall down, you didn't have a bubble. By the way, where was your
I don't
bubble?
think we need to do anything here. Reaper inside.
That was an okay bubble. You got stunned, I think is what prompted it.
Reaper.
Yeah, it was alright.
We need to, yeah.
But even if your projected barrier is down, you can still body block for your Rhine with your personal shield, which, I mean, look at your Rhine. He's got like no HP, so a body blocking shield would be really good here to save his life. Now, he ends up living because he panic Earth Shatters. That could have been really bad, you know? And you guys play Overwatch and you see a Reinhardt Earth Shatter and instantly die, and you're like, wow, why'd that happen? It's because he panic ulted. That's what this Ryan basically did. He panic ulted, and it just, it barely worked out. Now,
Oh god.
Now, again, when you look to the left here, right here, why do you turn back this way when you have 2 targets right here? Because these are the targets that are going to push your team, right? I mean, it's I don't know if it's right or wrong per se, but your soldier is going to need help versus this Reaper, and you can make this into a 2v1 versus over here, like McCree's he's not even fighting you, he's leaving, so I would have liked to see you help your soldier.
My shield's.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Like, you're so weak. I'm gonna try and get you out of mech.
Oh. Okay, good job. Grenade the mech. Good job. Your kind of panic shield there. That was 2 panic shields. Right here. Okay, your shield was kind of alright. You're taking damage, but the one on Lucio, not needed. I mean, you didn't assess at all if he really needed the shield. Is he in any damage? So the immediate Graviton follow-up. Hopefully, okay, I'm about to say, hopefully the sound barrier comes out. Do not grab. Just wait to get a good grab while Diva's out of mech. Are you gonna secure this? Ooh. Nice. The Lucio speed boost really helped out. Good job eating the sleep tower. Oh, why'd you leave her?
Diva's low.
If you committed to this kill, oh, you should have just secured it. Your team won the fight anyway.
Okay, Anna's here and
Oh, she's gonna get away.
Come get her.
No way. No way she stays and dies. No way. Okay, yeah, no.
We can't.
Okay. You guys, your duo needs to just calm down and just hold this front line here. Your Ryan's getting aggressive, which is kind of baiting you to be hyper aggressive. But you guys are on defense, you know. Hyper aggressive offense is doable. Hyper aggressive defense is like pretty punishable because of the spawn distances.
I'm dropping my shield, just chill. I'm dropping my shield.
Oh. He says he's dropping shield, and Lucio like misses the memo and gets instantly killed. Did we see his health evaporate? Let's see.
I'm dropping the
One,
shield. Just
he got 2 tapped. There was no time to react as Zarya.
Okay. I gotta back out here.
I'm backing off.
Yeah.
What was this barrier? You're like again, you have to stay here with your Reinhardt, but the moment you like come around this backside, you're breaking line of sight with your Rein, and you get a really unnecessary barrier on a diva that's not even shooting. So another mistake there.
If you have a deep,
Oh my god, that was a great grab though.
Shield.
it's fine.
Oh, no one killed Mercy. Okay, let's talk about why this is a great grab. Number one, you turn the corner and see the Diva mech is gone. Okay, so then that's factor number one. So then there's Diva, Reaper whose Wraith form is down, and Mercy are all right here. So a Graviton right here catches all 4 squishies. Beautiful. But the target priority... Oh, this is Anna. I'm sorry, not Mercy. Okay, you see the Mercy beam. You gotta... I don't know if you could actually make it to her in 4 seconds. Oh, that was such a good grab, though.
It's fine.
By the way, you didn't have shield because you had that really, like, poor shield earlier. If you had still had shield, this would have been obviously a lot better.
I don't have shield.
It's fine.
Oh my god, dude. Am I the only one left alive?
This fight's
It's
over.
just you and soldiers.
This
Soldiers
fight's
on-
over.
Die.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I need to
Anna,
use your mic.
Reaper teleport up
Reaper
top.
top. Yeah.
no, I'm asleep. And I'm back up. Is there a need?
Like, this is like kind of weird because your personal shield is still a great tool for absorbing damage that's coming at your ride. Excuse me. So yes, you can. Oh no! Stop that. No, what'd I do? Yes, you can see your Rhine, but like if you shield him and it breaks and he needs an extra shield, like you could be down there with your own bubble to like stop it incoming whatever. But obviously with your current positioning you can't do that.
Shadows at 90.
I shielded you. I don't have shield anymore. Don't have shield. I'm jumping down.
Yeah, another like pretty
Sure.
like that like this shield is like it seems like it's only for energy, right? The 2 teams are pretty close to each other. You don't really have time to get a poke face barrier in.
Shielded
So
you.
kind
I don't
of
have shield anymore.
that was
Shield.
risky. Let's go with that. That was a risky barrier.
4 seconds.
Now you went and get energy for yourself, which was good. Ooh, good kill. Oh god, good positioning there.
Shielded your back.
Yes, this was all okay. This like little snippet here is really good from the blue team.
Jumping down.
Jumping down finally uses his own barrier to tank some damage, which is good. Reaper drops down, gets stunned. He hears it, turns around,
Reaper
kills him. Great target selection. Now, this right here is crucial. You run behind Rhine, who saves you, and you shield Rhine, which then eats the sleep dart that would have put him to sleep and got you both killed. So
I shielded your back.
that was like a great barrier because the enemy Anna was ready to sleep Reinhardt.
You have one?
Waiting for it. I'm right.
Don't. Oh, I wouldn't shadow here. It's just the 2 of you, and you whiffed. Look at this cluster. You whiffed so hard.
They're out of- Oh god. I don't have shield. Don't have shield.
Oh, it's fine.
You did have shield. You had shield right here.
They're out of- Oh god.
Yeah, your Reinhardt. Like, look at his barrier. His barrier's super healthy. He should have backed up and waited for them to like funnel in to try and secure your like you 2 tanks, and then shattered when they were all lined up.
Right.
But yeah, he kind of got really greedy, just a little bit, just like a tiny misplay there.
Fuck, I should have waited. I should have walked into that little.
Yeah, he says now I should have walked back or
Oh my
whatever.
god, I got gangbanged.
I should have. I missed time that.
You alone, dude. You alone, dude. Oh my god.
I need healing on point. Thank you.
Shield this guy. Oh my god. I can't grab here. There's nothing. Maybe? There's
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you're okay. You already killed 2 people. I don't think you need a Graviton. Don't do it.
Reaper left side on the healers.
Good job grading the mech. Yeah, this fight's won. Don't grab.
Grab.
Wow, they just wasted High Noon.
Where's that?
Where is it? Do we
It's
cancel
up
it?
top, up top on the bridge. Alright, yeah, he missed time that. I just.
Good bubble on Soldier to stop the flashbang.
They have
gotta
res.
Oh, and the Reaper used Death Boss on. I'm pretty sure Reaper still has Death Boss.
By the way, an important thing just happened. Diva switched to Winston. Now you can like just bait out Winston bubble, and then you can grab. Like literally, no one can stop you from grabbing. It's all up to you to get a good grab. The other thing is, like, okay, who's gonna stand together? This person, this person, this person, this person. These four are gonna stand together. Really, if you don't catch Mercy in your grab, if you do catch Mercy in your grab, the only person she could maybe fly to is Winston. But if you catch him in the grab too, and Mercy, Mercy has nowhere to go, so we'll have to focus her. So that's what you want. You want to
The
catch
Reaper used Death Boss on.
Mercy in the grab, and hopefully she has no one else to fly to, and you can just kill her instantly.
I think Reaper teleported. Yeah, Reaper teleported.
Come back into.
Don't barrier. Don't do it. There's no need. There's no need. Just if you want energy, just use your own. Okay, perfect. The Winston barrier's down. After this barrier goes down, I would Graviton.
Shielding.
Oh, okay. So you're getting a little scared, right? Winston jumps on you. You have full HP. All of you, both of your healers and your personal shield. You don't have to back up here. You're backing up out of the bubble, which is fine. But then you just like retreat like crazy far. And you reload with 82 ammo, right? If you have this ammo, shoot the Winston shield. Never just let it sit there. You want to shoot the shield.
Shielding. I'm shattering.
Oh no! You guys overlapped Shatter and Graviton.
Oh, that was. I should have waited. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, that sucks.
It's fine. Mercy's down.
At least Mercy's dead.
That was a really big.
McCree's in castle.
Yeah, that was bad.
McCree's in bottom. He's at the bottom. Wrap around from the bottom, the right stairs.
Good shield, by the way. Okay, so so a couple things. Let's talk about a couple things here. Talked about this part.
Shielding.
He said he was shattering, but like registered too late. So this is so super awkward.
Shattering.
Okay, so that's what we talked about that. That's unfortunate. You don't want to overlap these two giant CC ultimates, but I mean. Besides that, it was a good grab, right? You're doing the catch the front line, kill them, and then run into the back line. So your Reinhardt does the smart thing. He earth shattered and ran straight for Mercy, which is good.
I'm sorry.
And then you tried to help him out, which is also good. Okay, so this Ana though, I want to talk about you attempting to kill this Ana. You miss a grenade there. That's whatever. Okay, that jump, you could have grenaded. That jump, you could grenade too. Just reload, you had a good shield. But right here, if you had like been grenading kind of right here, you're going to be knocking her away from the door, and then she would have been exposed like a little bit longer, and you might have been able to, like that jump right here, if you had shot a grenade, she'd be like knocked to the side, and then you could maybe get another grenade off and maybe secure that kill. So just, abuse grenade versus small, nimble characters that like to jump a lot. It's great for messing with their trajectory, making it hard for them to run away.
It's McCree. He's still alive. I don't know, I figured that was a good time for both that grab and...
That was obviously on the wrong
We
person.
shouldn't have done both.
Yeah.
They're gonna come up from the right side.
The enemy Graviton is your biggest threat. You guys should have sound barrier, but it's the grab high noon or the grab Reaper combo that's I think they're going to grab Beyblade and you're all gonna die.
At the same time,
Because the grab Beyblade is gonna cut right through the sound barrier. That's what the red team's looking for, 100%. That barrier is fine. Oh, so by the way, the other thing to note about Zarya in this game now on the blue team is that the red team has like almost no one-shot potential, right? They're running Reaper and McCree, Winston, Zarya. Like unless McCree's like two-tapping people like crazy or Reaper is right next to someone, no one on your team will like die instantly, right? It's gonna take some. Their red team has no burst damage; they have all sustained damage. So you can now play a little bit riskier with your barriers because by the time they either close in on killing someone or manage to do enough damage to kill someone, you'll have that cooldown back. So that's what we see here. We saw that barrier gave us a bunch of energy. Also, side note, this red Zarya is playing this Graviton all wrong. If you're good at Graviton, don't just retreat from a grab. You walk through, make the Reinhardt turn his shield so the other team can shoot, or you walk through and shoot. But she just like grabbed and just like walked away. Like, don't do that. Shield, not needed. Good discipline, but you were way too focused. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this. This is like a little snippet here.
Nah, dude.
You used your shield right here when you did not need to, especially because you should have known A, the sound barrier was coming, and B, you were behind your Rhine shield. You didn't even take any damage right here, 376, 3. You're even getting healed, and then you use your barrier. So that was a mistake. Let's see, your soldier used tack visor, so this would have been an okay shield because it's always a good idea to shield your teammates that are ulting. However, it's okay that you didn't. Here, you're waiting to see if your Reinhardt like gets in any danger, but it comes back to what I was just talking about, how there isn't a lot of one-shot potential. So even though he's asleep, right, he's not going to like lose 500 health like instantly because of the enemy team's composition. Now, when the McCree walks down, you need to fight him while looking out for the bear. You're just sitting here looking at your Rhine, and McCree just like destroys you because you weren't like ready to fight him.
Can we? Oh my god. Let's see. What did I do wrong?
Yeah, the main mistake there was that you used your own shield inside the enemy grav, even though you guys had sound barrier and Reinhardt shield. If you had your own personal shield, that wouldn't have happened.
I have shatters.
Yeah, I can contest last second, but I'm not jumping in until we need to.
Reaper's behind you guys. He's down.
Oh! Here comes the Mercy res. Any kills you get are just gonna get rezzed. There it is.
Zarya down.
Anna's
Stay
down.
on the point. Stay on the point.
It should be. You guys should be good.
Nice.
All right, let's look at the barriers for this.
Reaper's behind you guys.
All right, so that barrier was fine. The shield on the nano boosted Rhine is good because then the enemy Anna can't sleep him.
You got this. You got this.
Target selection is kind of all over the place because it's such a chaotic fight. So let's look at target selection now. You go. I think the enemy Winston actually bubbled the Earth Shatter, which was pretty lucky. You had a. By the way, this reload you have is really really bad. So a couple of reloads.
Reaper's behind you guys.
Right here, you're at 100 ammo, and her shield's already been on for 1 second. 1 more second, and it'll go away. You literally shoot a smidgen, and then you backed up and then went forward, but you reloaded on the going forward. You have to reload on the retreat. Right here, I'll just play it one more time just to make really showcase it.
Reaper's behind you guys.
Alright, here's the backup right here is when you should have reloaded, but you fired a little bit more, and then you started reloading as you walked back out. So now there's all these enemies in front of you, and you're stuck on this reload animation. So again, just a micro mistake that could potentially be punishing in a different situation. Now it works out, but you know, it's just try to get out of that habit. Now this reload here is another mistake. McCree 70 or you have 74 ammo. McCree's at half, and you reload right here, and I'm not sure why you're at almost full HP. You don't have your barriers, sure, but everyone's focused on your Reinhardt. You should have been, you know, over here shooting still instead of reloading.
You got this.
Another 42 ammo reload when Zarya's right here, and then she dies. Okay, that's fine. Another 52 ammo reload when Winston's right here. I mean, this, like, your reloads were mostly fine, but this fight just had, like, way too many really bad reloads.
Healing on me.
Nice.
Okay, so that's the end of the match. You won, so that's good. Your biggest strength is definitely, for the most part, your personal shield discipline. There were a couple personal shields, like the one we saw in that last Graviton, that are mistakes. But for the most part, you're doing a good job of keeping your energy up with your personal shields. Now you are using your projected barriers. I want to say like more than I would suggest to keep up your energy. A couple times you would do it when the poke phase is basically over. So just kind of, you know, clean that up a little bit. And if you're going to be doing with a Rhine, it's a lot easier to make plays between the two of you. If your Ryan's hyper aggressive, as Zarya, I love playing with the hyper aggressive Ryan because you can enable him so much. He can charge in, you're there with him, right? That's positioning. You go in with your Ryan. You guys are just this hurricane of damage. There's laser beams and hammers just flying everywhere, and you're creating all this space for your team. And hopefully, you guys have competent healers that are healing you as the front line creates this space for your DPS to do damage, etc. So your Ryan's pretty hyper aggressive. You need to try and not necessarily match his aggression, but come within 80% of his aggression because you're playing much more passive than he is. There's a couple times he's going way in and you're not there with him to support, and he ends up dying. Two times he managed to make it out alive with however that happened. Thank your healers, guys. But for the most part, try and stick with his aggression. Positioning, we were just talking about, be a little bit closer to the front line. A lot of times you're like in the mid or back line. That's not where you want to be as Zarya. You want to be in that front line. Target selection was mainly pretty good. Mercy's really popular right now, so you have to really think about her when you use Graviton. Either catch her in it and focus her down, or use a Graviton, run past everyone, and trust your team to clean it up, and you kill Mercy, or maybe someone else runs past and kills Mercy, or just make it abundantly clear, guys, I'm going to Graviton, but they have Resurrect, so be ready for that. So either A, your team knows to be ready for resurrected players, or B, someone on your team takes it upon themselves to, kill the Mercy. But for the most part, they were pretty good. You had that one overlapping one, which wasn't great, but it was just kind of a timing issue. You had that other one on attack when you basically grabbed just Reinhardt because Mercy didn't have Resurrect, so that one definitely wasn't needed. But you won your first round off of an enemy Reinhardt overextending. You killed the shield character. You got a great Graviton on the whole team, so that was a really good Graviton. Projected barriers, I said 75-25 for that attack round, but for the defensive round, it definitely started to decay a bit. It's probably more like 60-40 now. You had a lot of greedy or risky barriers per se that were mainly there to help you versus help your team. Now, in terms of like barriering Reinhardt on defense, if you like here's like the times I guess I want to say it makes sense to bury Reinhardt on defense. In a poke phase, obviously you'll get some free charge. When his shield's about to break is when you want, or when his shield's about to break or does break, you will want to barrier him. But if the poke phase is over and his shield's not about to break, you don't want to barrier your Ryan. Now, touching back on what I said earlier about how the enemy team didn't have basically any one-shot potential, you could be a little bit greedier with your barriers. I think that kind of played a factor into the barriers we saw, because even though we were using these barriers on Ryan, like in a fight when he was still holding a shield and he wasn't taking any damage, other people on our team were in too much risk of dying because there wasn't there was like no Roadhog or no Reinhardt pin or anything like that. So I think that kind of contributed to the barriers we saw. But just trying to clean that up a bit. Don't be afraid. Like I said, don't be afraid to be aggressive with your Reinhardt. Target selection was mostly pretty good. Your reloads were mostly pretty good until the very end there. So just try and break that habit. It's like it didn't cost you there, but in another game in another time, it probably would. Like, if you hadn't reloaded here, you could have killed that person, and that person wouldn't have got that last couple percentage they needed to get their ultimate and use it and kill everyone, right? Like, it's like, it's a situation that happened. It's overtime, you're fighting, you're like killing Reaper, and then you like look away and reload for whatever reason. Reaper manages to get like one more shot off on someone, he gets his Death Blossom, uses it, kills everyone on your team, and then they cap the point or whatever, that maybe you haven't seen that specific situation happen in your games, but I've seen it in my games, and I've seen it happen, on my team versus other Zaryas. Like, I know they shouldn't have reloaded, and then something like Attack Visor comes out, and when Reaper, like, even then, she didn't kill my soldier. I get my 1 second cooldown left on my barrier, comes back, I shield my soldier, he shoots Zarya, he gets his Attack Visor, and then we win the fight, stuff like that. But for the most part, this was really good Zarya play. I don't know why it says messy bad. It was pretty good. Obviously there were some mistakes and cleaning up, but for the most part, you've got a solid foundation. So keep it up, keep playing. Hopefully the end of your season goes well. And that's going to be it for this review, guys. Thanks for watching. LaFon, I know you're watching. I hope this was helpful. If you guys want to see any other reviews like this, there's a bunch on my YouTube channel, which is, below in the description or below the channel. Feel free to subscribe there on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter for stream updates. And Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the right hand side, and if you want to see more videos, check out these two on the left. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.